Okay, cool. And there you go.
All right, well, I'll share screen on some beautiful slides that we made. And let's go for the welcome to the town hall. It's the Intersect Town Hall, but for now, it's run by Catalyst Swarm. That won't be forever. So welcome. And we thought we'd kick off with a quick introduction to Intersect in case there's anybody here who's come in through a route other than Intersect. So Intersect is basically a member-based organisation for the Cardano ecosystem, and it's tasked with ensuring that Cardano's has continuity and ensuring its future development and bringing stakeholders together in events just like this. And you can find out more here. If somebody fancies dropping the link to the slides in the chat, that would be great so people can follow those links. So that's what Intersect is, but what is a town hall? So basically, it's a regular meeting for a community to come together, to share updates, and to discuss important issues. Town halls are really common in a lot of Web3 environments. So it's somewhere where you can ideally reach many people at once from all sections of your community. And ideally, also, it's an open space where anyone can stand up and share something. But there may be a bit of a structure in place in the form of different slots where the community members can bring content. Now, we have been running a couple of planning meetings with the community, and that will go on every second and third week. So no, it is first and second week. I was right the first time. And we'd encourage people to come and get involved with that planning and kind of defining those slots and making sure that people know how to sign up and say, yes, I would like to speak in town hall. So yeah, come and help us plan it. In the end, a town hall is shaped by the community that it serves. So what it's like depends on who's there. So everyone's part of shaping it and you can make it your own. And then what is an after town hall? This is something that not everybody has come across before. It's a more informal community-led event that happens immediately after a town hall. It consists of a series of breakout rooms, each one facilitated by a community member about a topic of interest to them. For example, it could be you want to share some updates on something you've been building or working on, or you might want to discuss an issue that you care about. So the breakout rooms take place simultaneously, and town hall attendees just choose which one to attend. This week, I'm pretty sure we've only got the one, so there's not that terrible FOMO choice going on. But for the foreseeable town halls, we're probably going to ask to limit it to 4, just so that people don't get that terrible, oh my God, which one do I pick? Anyone can sign up to run a town hall, and an after town hall, and you can run it in any style that you like. The core town hall team can offer you support with planning or facilitating or documenting. Just let us know in the form. And that's the form. That's where you sign up to run an after town hall. And it's going to be first come, first served. So we want to maybe not go more than 4 different ones. Let's have a look at today's agenda. Well, we've just done the opening, we've just done the kickoff and intro, and in a minute we're going to go to talking about Zoom voting topics, which is an idea that came up in the planning sessions, something that people felt would be quite cool to do. So we're going to introduce that. Then we're going to do some updates from the town hall planning sessions. And then we're going to introduce working group updates, which is a slot that we'd like to have in town halls on the regular. Then there's a couple of updates from the permanent Intersect team. Then there's something from special interest groups. And then we have a little fun idea that we came up with, which we're calling human interfacing. So let's see how that goes. And then we're on to after town hall. So yeah, Zoom voting, over to you, Tevon.
For the first session, we decided we're not gonna try to do voting. Instead, there was a feature called survey. However, now I just realized this survey doesn't open up in this new Zoom version that I just downloaded today. And so I added the link to the bottom, and this on the slide you also see a QR code, which will basically lead to a forum that has two main questions, suggesting topics for town hall sessions or after town hall sessions. So that's also an asynchronous way of to get this initiative started.
Okay, do you want me to follow that link so people can see it, or will we just leave people to do it in their own time?
Yeah, they can do them all down. These two suggested topics, these are like basically the same questions there, and it's
All
a
right,
forum.
cool.
Just quickly follow it so we can see what the questions are.
That would be for this topic.
Okay, so do we want to move on to updates from the town hall planning sessions?
Say what?
Moving to the next topic. Updates on the town hall planning sessions.
Well, the community problem board was something that in the workgroup sessions we started to gather, and one you can give a quick intro on that, and then after that I will share a few updates on Cardano Interim Constitution Committee and the new the application form that is open for council. And the link there will lead to the Constitution portal link, which has like a well-structured information what is the Constitution.
Brilliant. I'm really sorry, but I haven't got the community problem board link handy. Could somebody just drop it quickly in the chat, and then I can show that and just give people an idea about what we're doing with that? Thank you very much. All right, so we've got a project board for the actual work that we as the Swarm team are doing on running town halls and after town halls. But this board comes out of the planning sessions that we do on the first and second Thursdays of the month. It runs in a slightly different way to your average. It's not just to do in progress and done. We've got problems being identified, and then once they're, that is from the community when people come along and go, there's an issue that we need to deal with. And then the problem gets defined a little bit further. And once it's defined, it gets worked on, and that means it gets assigned to somebody. Sometimes you work on it and you realise that you didn't define it fully last time. Maybe you need more info, maybe you need to hear from more voices or get a clearer definition of what the issue is. So then it goes to being redefined, and then hopefully it will cycle between these two until it's eventually fixed. So that's how we're working, and that's how we're documenting the issues that come up. And you can see that quite a lot of them are about things like structure for the town halls, the lines of communication, how we reach the community, low participation in working groups. I don't know if people here who are in working groups agree with that, but that was the feeling we've had in the last couple of meetings that people have been at. So yeah, if there's things that you think are problems that need to be thought about and addressed in town halls or in the community in general, come along to those planning meetings and discuss them with us. All right. So do you want to say something about the Interim Constitution Committee?
So a sentence what it is about. Constitution serves a guiding set of principles for the operation and governance for our collective efforts, fostering an environment where all participants can contribute to the betterment of Cardano blockchain ecosystem as a whole. And now with the recent changes, or like not changes, but this link provides an update to something that was more not visible for all the community members before, but now it's out of this draft phase and people can see it. This use Constitution portal. And there is also council voting or like application form available. And we will drop the link, but in description, you probably, video description, you can also find it. And these are for basically, and I think, I don't know, 7 seats, I think. From top of head, don't remember. But basically crew to help this committee and constitution to apply the SIP 6090 for governance. And yeah,
Nice
next
one.
up will be the working group updates.
Yeah, let's go on to those. I mean, the first one that we have is from MENA, Middle East and North Africa Town Hall. And they've been meeting. They're funded by Intersect until December 2024. They've been doing some amazing work. There's a link there to a YouTube report that they've done of their first sessions, and there's some links there for the group itself, both their governance-related group on WhatsApp and their general group. So if you're based in the MENA region, or if you're originally from there, or I think actually they would welcome people who are just interested, then join them and get involved.
Yeah, I just noticed the ICG should be SCG, a special interest group. This month, I'm mainly focused joining in 2 of the sessions and shared a bit of what the town hall is going to be about. And as we mentioned previously, we would like different work groups to provide updates to us. From what I gathered from the special interest group of governance transparency, they have gone through their like a review stage of the purpose and statements. And their goal is mainly to create more spaces to discuss these Cardano governance topics. And right now, the way to connect them most easily is through the Seek Gov Transparency Discord server channel. And marketing work group has been available for more time than SCG. And there they are also looking for members to help lead the work group. And this will lead to the link leads to the working group's document or guiding document how to establish one. So if you are interested in any of these topics, here is a quick way to access them.
And I think what we'll be doing for future town halls is we'll have this set of slide templates available. And if a work group wants to jump in and add an update from what they're doing in this kind of format, you know, a couple of bullet points, not too much detail, but just to tell people what you're doing, then please do add that. And hopefully we'll end up with quite a lot of updates and we'll be able to keep abreast of what different groups are doing. I might be kind of calling on some people as well to kind of go, oh, do you want to add an update? So expect to hear from us if you're active in a working group or an SIG, not an ISG. All right. So we have some updates from the Intersect team itself. Tevo, are you taking those?
Yeah, first one is community hubs. And now the question is who would be Nagatosh, or what is this Discord name in Zoom? We will share about community hubs, and Laura will share a bit on Discord updates and changes that have happened.
Sure. So Laura, I'll just take the community hubs fast and swiftly. So as you guys must have seen, there's been a lot of updates on Discord and various announcements on our Twitter. Sri Lanka hub, community hub, and our Japan community hub are smashing it. They are doing various events left, right, center, especially the Sri Lankan one recently. Absolutely phenomenal. They had a booth at their recent events. It was a non-crypto event, but they were still able to get amazing membership, over 100 members into Intersect, and that is just phenomenal. And then with Japan, they had a great get-together on their line chat. So if you guys have an opportunity, make sure to like and retweet those events, it just helps the hubs even more and follow them even more. Yeah, so we got the other ones also, LATAM and VADA, but you will get some of those updates very soon. They're working on things there. So yeah, and that leads me to the Discord updates. Laura, you take that on.
Yes, thank you for the presentation, Abs. Hello, everyone. I'm Lara. I'm the head of community for Intersect, for those who don't know and who might be watching this town hall in hopes of learning a little bit more about Intersect. Well, as you might know, our Discord server is currently open only to members who are registered to Intersect. And we are aware that it was quite confusing interacting with the server a while ago. So we have started to implement a few changes. We actually planned a lot more, so a lot more stuff is coming. But the main ones now is that we have ensured that one of the main channels are currently what we considered announcement channels. We have created 4 of them that are strictly to share about general updates. One is only for community grants and community tooling. Another one is for governance tooling. And the last one is for community hubs. So all of what you see going around on the dev reports, everything is also going to be shared on our Discord server to ensure that information reaches everyone and a lot more people are able to consume all of the updates that Intersect is producing and delivering. Also, please pay attention that over the course of the next few weeks, I believe until the next town hall, we will have finished the entire server for Discord, the entire restructuring. So you might see some things appearing and disappearing, but please do not stress out. If you are confused about something, don't be afraid to message me or Abs with any questions you might have. But everything we are doing is to ensure that you, our member, have a better experience in roaming our Discord server because we know it can be quite overwhelming. So yeah, anything else you guys want to know about the Discord server, just ask me.
Brilliant. Thanks, Lara. That's great. All right, let's move on a little bit to the next. We've kind of already done those, haven't we? The special interest group updates, you folded it in. So
Yeah, the idea here was that in case, because it's a very new thing, it wasn't there, I think, 2 months ago. It was for those who wanted to kind of establish working group and basically gathering these insights and trying to find out what are they interested, how many people are there to kind of circle around of these topics. These are like self-assembled member-led initiatives to maximize connections on similar interest and discussions. And they will have this CAG special interest group tag on the channels, as you noticed. And to me, it's like a place where once you establish like a quorum of people who are interested in that, and they can become actual working groups. So it's a less barriers to entry way of getting started and contributing to the community and starting discussions.
brilliant. So it's just like a maybe slightly more informal way to get a group of people together to do some work on a specific thing. Hopefully we'll be able to get updates from some of the ones that are already working, and we'll build up the town hall from there. Right, next activity is connect and integrate. We're calling it human interfacing. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to hand over to Tevo to tell us what we're going to do with this.
Okay, first of all, let's see our settings. The idea here is that I'm going to create breakout rooms, and every person will pair basically automatically into these breakout rooms. And okay, assign automatically. But now I need to, because previously we know that this was possible, but right now I don't see an option to manually automatically assign them. So let's see if I just make 80 breakout rooms. Before okay, I've let them create. I don't think you're gonna get lost yet. Okay, so I did create them. Let's see. Right now, it looks like there will be people in one room. So let me backtrack a bit. We create 9 rooms. Okay, so it seems the settings is gonna work out. The idea there is that we're gonna give 5 minutes to every room. You're gonna get like a 2 minutes and 30 seconds to basically share with each other. Who are you? What do you do in interest? Why are you here? And do you have any tasty rumors? So share something about yourself or what is interesting. And so the more we kind of do this, it gets these small funny connections, and at least that's the assumption of it, or hypothesis. So let me see how many people we have at 30. So I should create 15 rooms. One person will be the lonely one. Great. Let's see. Karen will be lonely one. Let me then see if I can forcefully change some people together. Oh no, people are dropping off.
You're scaring them away.
Okay, I'm gonna start the call, and then those who are alone, I will try to force you to another room into pair. Let's see how it goes. It's probably gonna be chaotic, and then once we get back, we will see what how it felt like. Let's see.
Well, seems to work actually. Seems to work.
Norris in Walloon moved to room 2. Yeah, I guess all the co-hosts need to. Did you see one pair on the one who join together?
Jeffrey Matthew. I move him to room 10.
Game one. Okay, you move Jeffrey to 3rd person. Then game one is a longer here. I'm gonna move Gavin to game one room 30.
And Mercy is alone. I move her to Nori and Porsche.
And we have new people joining also in search. We have a
And
Kavinda you're joining 3rd time now. I think there is you have lost your access to your Zoom account.
I'm not sure how this will play out actually. I'm personally not that much a fan of it, to be honest. But let's see how it works out. Happy to convince otherwise. Did you set a timer to the room, Steve?
There was no timer, so I guess we just need to forcefully close it.
Yeah, but when you close, normally it enables 30 seconds, something like this. I think it pops up if you close rooms, then it says, oh, okay, rooms will close in 30 seconds, and then the timer goes down. And you can see it also in the breakout rooms normally. So keep track of time. How much did you set? Did you allocate it in total? 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And it started on 27,
yeah.
so 32.
27. Okay. See some people already joining back. Either had an ARC version.
Or it
this
doesn't
also
work well.
Yeah.
Or it simply doesn't work. Because I remember, like, we did this once, twice. And when you have this bunch of 1-to-1s, this doesn't really work well. Like,
Okay.
because each time anyway, you have to approve when you got invited or moved into a room, you still have to approve and then join in. If you're on mobile, that's tricky as shit. And sometimes you don't see the thing, so.
Okay. Well, relax now that most people were able to kind of move to rooms, but now I realized this maybe 3 people in room would be better, because if one is off, then at least there's still some conversation. And 4 people would be maybe even faster, but who knows? Who knows what people will say?
Let's ask folks. Let's ask folks later what they say.
And I realized I gave myself not be able to join. You somehow, okay, so all co-hosts.
No, because Vani and Nori are also co-hosts. Because I think we both relogged in via Swarm account.
Okay.
Yep.
Nicodemus, Karen, how was your experience? And Alex, thanks.
Hey, yeah, I was able to toggle between the breakout room and this session without any trouble, but I was alone in the breakout room, so I'm not sure if that was supposed to be the case.
No, wasn't supposed to be the case indeed. But good to hear that it was easy to move around.
Yeah, well, moving
Should-
back and forth works.
Could be also
Heat
interesting
view,
topic.
Yeah. I did notice that we gave Govind was the one we tried to put in your room.
But this could actually be a cool suggestion as well. Like, you just create as many breakout rooms as people are there. You throw everybody alone in a room and say chill 5 minutes. Because time is so hectic and you're apparently stressed out. Grab a drink. That's it. Touch some grass quickly. Whatnot. No, maybe not. I get a coffee is always fine, actually.
I initiated the breakout room close session. It was 60 seconds.
Double than even, not 30. But folks who are coming back, like from experience wise, was it worth it, or is this total crap? Like, what is your experience?
Karen was also long. Yeah, at the first improvement, if we're gonna repeat it, is definitely add more people in the room. So 3 or 4, 4 is more safer, just so that you don't get alone time. Because if you get 4 people who are 2 weeks off, you're still gonna have fun doing this. So at least have somebody to talk to.
The time is not sufficient for us to make the introduction proper.
Okay, it seems somebody had fun there. Okay, great.
The time was nice.
Nice.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, back.
Okay, man.
So how was the experience? Did you survive this, or were you alone in the room?
It was just me and Elena, and we were just talking about like what's going on and stuff. No one else came. What the? No one else joined. I mean, Laura, I thought you would join. I mean, come on.
We had plenty of rooms. I was added to room 12.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
funny.
we had 15 breakout rooms, so that was like pair idea.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Got it.
Because the first lesson was more people to pair, in case one pair is just not available at that moment.
The less rooms, more people. Is that it, Thibaut?
Yes.
Then, what next, Tivo, Vani?
Well, that's the end of our kind of town hall proper. So I guess we could move to an after town hall type breakout room. But unless anybody has anything that they would like to share, I sort of feel like what we've been trying to do is kind of signpost where we're going to ask people to add content to town halls, but obviously we ain't done that yet. So if anyone has things that they would have added, maybe this is the time to stick it in the chat. Or speak up. Nori, got a hand up.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, would it be helpful to get the different committees, if they have updates, to present something, like have the chair or secretaries come or volunteer? And
What now? I think one of the things we've noticed is that when you ask people to speak on what they're enthusiastic about, it kind of expands to fill the space available. And so it would be a choice. Do people want to do that now? Or would we had in mind to maybe move to a sort of after town hall type session to talk about the Constitution, talk about issues. But it's up to people. What would you rather do? Can we do a quick poll? I don't know. Can we see some hands up? Or can we see, all right, who is up for staying as we are and maybe getting some updates from people who are involved in various bits of work?
my thought wasn't to update, but to talk about the agenda structure for future meetings. Like, and that's what I thought you were asking about. So I was
No, I wasn't.
so yeah, I'm
That
not
goes on
volunteering
in the
for
planning sessions.
anybody to speak. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd
Okay.
really encourage you to come to those, Nori. That would be great.
It is recorded, so if there are constitutional committee members who want a slot in after the download, the easiest way is to share the information in the Intersect Town Hall channel. But the best way, or most efficient way, is to join in the calls and get into that feeling of, oh, okay, you're gonna talk this, and then bounce ideas back and forth, and also intertwine it with the agendas that others want to also propose and make like a cohesive plan together.
Yeah, we are trying to run these town halls with the community. As Thibaut and others have mentioned, there's 2 work group meetings, or two planning meetings, or whatever we're calling them, which members of the Intersect community are welcome to come along. And the idea is that for us it's not to dictate how these are run, but to respond to how the community wants it run. And of course, that will require engagement, so it may take time to do that and a bit of iteration. So thanks for your patience, and all suggestions will add more substance to what we build.
Then, with that, actually, we can say first part of the town hall, like mentioned already, is closed. For the next topic, then, like mentioned, we can do a poll or whatnot, or we can simply say, cool, let's go ahead with. I would simply propose to open some breakout rooms and to say, cool, whoever wants to stick along in the main room can be used for whatever discussion anybody would like to host. If anybody wants to speak on specific topics, we can use breakout rooms. I would love to invite some folks to speak about the published Interim Constitution from last week. I think this might be on the mind of many here. Some might have read it already, some not. And maybe a good opportunity to check in and figure out, oh, okay, what is this hell of a beast about? And how does it impact us as Cardano citizens in our life? And besides that, simply opening open breakout rooms. So if anybody has a suggestion or topic, you can use this one then as well. Yep. So rooms are live. And with that, Tivo, do you stick around in main room?
Yes, I will. But I am also in the election, so just I was there. I did.
You have been there, like a bunch of other folks. Yeah. Yep. Then with this, I would.
If you make me co-host, I could stay here as a kind of to direct people to the breakout rooms, if you like, Felix.
Definitely.
I think we've only got the one so far. What's the other one?
Open rooms for anybody to host any discussions. This
Fair
might be
enough.
actually a new topic to some people here. And also on town halls, they usually start right rough and crazy and a little chaotic, and it takes a time until they take shape. And mostly are based on engagement. So already, thanks for being here, everybody. I stop the recording and see you next time, next month. Same day, same time, idea. Or maybe not. Might change as well. Who knows?
Thank you,
But see
Felix.
you there.
Thanks. Great call. I love it.
Thank you
It's
so
short and
much.
sweet. It's short
Thank
and
you
sweet.
guys. Take care. Thank you.